Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Yamanaka's Poison here, just me, myself, and I back again for another video. And today, I'm gonna be showing you some things that you probably may or may not have seen in Storm 4. Although, I do have different hair again. Like, you may notice in my videos, my hair keeps fucking changing. Today was, well, when I've been recording this, it has actually been my girlfriend's birthday. And I've been around her house, we went out for a meal, it was great, it was lovely. And she decided to straighten my hair when we went back to her place, so this is what my hair looks like straightened. Yeah. I look like I got fucking electrocuted or some shit. Like, it looks weird. So anyways, this is going to be a short list of things that you may not have seen in Storm Forest. Things that I've definitely seen and things that I actually use. Some of this you might actually, learn from. I like my channel to be a learning experience, as you know. So, yeah, sit back and relax and enjoy the things I'm going to show you in the video. First off, I don't know if you knew this, but you can actually do directional jumping out of combos. This works with every character, but there's only certain specific characters that you can actually do an infinite with their combos, such as Minato, Sai, Nagato, and Uruka. Those are the characters I found so far, and I've been doing this with them since like Revolution. But there's actually other characters you can do it with, like Sasuke the Last, but it's not really worth doing it with him, because with his infinite you can just do it normally anyway. But yeah, there are some characters you can't do infinites with normal jumping, so it's a good idea to basically just do it directionally. To do the directional jump, like I said, all you gotta do is just tilt the analog stick very slightly to the side. If this video actually gets 50 likes, about 50 or over, I will definitely make a tutorial on how to do this, because this is a very certain technique that I will definitely put time into making, only if people will show the care for it. So be sure to share around, and hopefully this video can get some likes, and yeah, I hope you enjoy looking at this technique. Second, I don't know if you realize this, but Yukito actually has little mice in her tilt. So when you do her tilt and she produces these blue flame-like things, she actually has little mice sat in them, just doing their little weird animation. I actually didn't realize this once in training mode as I was spamming her tilt, and I was wondering what the hell was moving inside of the blue flames, and they were little mice. I hope people haven't realized this before, because I thought it was actually a little cool thing to put in the list. Third, I'm sure some of you already know this, but Kiba actually does have an infinite with his tilt. Yep, his tilt. He also has an infinite as down combo, but I'm sure everyone knows that. But yeah, if you actually use Akamaru and only hit circle once in his tilt, don't go mashing circle like crazy. Just hit it once, and Akamaru launches them into the air, but it basically manipulates their guard so they can't actually guard. In the settings, as you can see, I do put the settings so the opponent is guarding, just to make sure, just to show you that, I'm not just doing this just to trick you. It does actually work. I've done it online. It's actually a good strategy to use online. Yeah, it does about shuriken damage, but it's actually really good for wasting the opponent's subs and getting them angry, and maybe getting them to play the way you want them to. Just think about that carefully, and I think it's a pretty good tactic to use online. Just keep using Akamaru until they waste a sub. It's not bad. Okay, fourth thing on the list is that Choji actually has an infinite combo after his second hit in the combo. Not many people know this, but Choji actually has a second hit. I did make a video on this once, but not very many people actually realize. But yeah, so just be sure to hit only twice, not go mashing like crazy, because people do that. And jump, and you can do an infinite. You can also do the guard break item pill thing, and also you can do the Omojutsu to go along with it as well. The stun lasts very long. The fifth thing on this list that I'm sure quite a few people may have realized, but not very many, is that when there are DLC outfits for the characters and you do things like awakenings or grabs that require clones or something, the clones or the alternate versions of that character actually has their original outfits, such as Jiraiya. He can have his Sannin War outfit, but when you use the awakening with him, he will go back into his normal red robes, which is kind of stupid. And Pain as well, with his initial Akatsuki uniform, when he does his grab, his clone actually has the original Akatsuki uniform. In my opinion, I think this is actually quite lazy character design for CC2 there. I think they're a bit lazy and maybe didn't think we'd notice, but obviously some of us did. The sixth and final thing that not very many people may realize is that you can actually do a leader switch combo for projectile characters. Many pro players don't actually realize this, but many pro players do also use the leader switch combos with normal characters, where you can continue a combo with a character on their own, as you can make your own leader do whatever they want. But basically what you can do here is that you can make your projectile characters use their projectiles on their own, whilst you maybe use a jutsu or your own projectiles. It's basically more pressure. It's a very good tactic for pro players, and I suggest you try to learn it. Okay, well that pretty much about wraps it up for my list of top 6 things in Storm 4 that not very many people can maybe realize. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I hope you've learned something new. It's been your boy Yamanaka's Poison. As always, Janet.